folks, Ariel over here, where I wanted to do a little duck update. They've just strolled out of the picture. I don't know if they'll come or go. The Icelandics are all over here being curious, and you'll probably see the other meat birds in the background. What I'm sitting on is the frame of the chicken barn that we're going to have done by winter. And if you notice my clothing, yes, it is, hi there, lady. It is chilly today. It was 90 degrees up through yesterday, and now I think we're going to get frost the next 3 nights probably is what it looks like, at least a good chance. So, winter will be here before we know it, but this is going to be the base of a chicken barn. It will attach to their nice little secure run. But anyway, a duck update. So, if you don't want to hear any sad news, don't watch the rest of this. We had 15 ducks back when you saw the little baby ducks. We had 15 ducks when they were getting halfway grown up looking. Hi, ladies. And then while I was busy helping Clay with making hay, we had a coon get in and kill 10 of them. Pretty sure it was a coon. I did not see it, but I saw his tracks in the mud. And he ate one and just slaughtered the rest. It kind of makes me mad because I understand things needing to eat, but I've never liked when people or anything else just slaughters things mindlessly for the fun of it. Had I been home and not busy with making hay that night, I doubt this would have happened. The coon certainly may have showed up and attempted to get a duck and even got one of them, but we do sleep with the windows wide open. I'm sure that either myself or Burley definitely would have heard what was going on and been able to do something about it before he was able to have time to kill 10 of them. But sometimes life just gets in the way and things do not work out the way you want, and so that was a very sad instance, and we are going on with the 5 remaining ducks. I'll spare you any photos of the carnage. So the next morning, the all went in this secure pen that you can see beside me as I'm sitting, and that they're in here. I'm pretty sure this thing is totally predator proof. Getting this built was in the plans from day one, back when I ordered baby chickens and ducks in January. In a couple upcoming videos you're going to see some of what held us up and made this not happen as fast as we've been counting on this year, but it is done now, and we have not lost another bird, and I'm sorry we were not able to get it finished before the coon found them, but they are very secure overnight in here, and I actually left them in for several weeks after that incident without letting anybody out at all, to let them get a little bigger. They had a big pond in there, like a 50-gallon tank to play in, and they seemed okay for a while, and then they started to seem like they were getting really depressed in there. So at that point I decided to let them out during the day into the creek. Anyway, so now we have 5 remaining ducks, and one was very badly injured. I did not think she was going to make it when I first saw her. It looked like she was missing the entire back of her skull. She continued to eat and drink, and I sprayed on some disinfectant, and it scabbed up, and she kept eating and drinking, and she was still alive, and now actually, hi big boy, the scab has fallen off, and she still has a scar there, but she seems to be fine. So the ducks are pretty tough. Now they of course have walked out of the picture, and this picture has all chickens in it, not ducks. So there's the 5 remaining ducks. I was starting to worry they were getting duck depression. And they're starting to get pretty heavy. Didn't weigh them, but I would guess they're close to 10 pounds a piece now, except for a little injured one is a little bit smaller. Pretty sure nothing from the air can carry them off, and they were just seeming really sad with just their little pond to play in every day. So the goal was to get them to where they could be out here splashing, foraging, eating bugs, grass, and stuff all day, and then come back for a little supplemental food to be safe inside at night. So we'll see how the at night coming inside part goes. They seem so happy to be back out here and able to do like actual duck things, like piddle their heads in the water and look for little snails and grubs and all of that. So I think we have some happy ducks. Even little Scar is recovering well. Never thought she'd make it, but she has. And just look how happy and they look just being ducks. The remaining 5, after that sad incident, are doing well. I still have no idea if they're boys or girls. Ducks look much the same. The males should eventually develop a little curl in their tail, but I don't know if I have all boys, all girls, or some of both left. But they're pretty happy now. We did get, and this was all in the plans originally, we've had some other holdups this spring that you will be seeing some videos about before too long, but some things got done not quite as fast as planned. But anyway, that pen that you're seeing over there on the side is now 100% predator proof. I'm fairly sure for any kind of predator that we have in this part of the world anyway. Nothing can get in from the top, sides, or bottom, and nothing has. And that's where all of these guys sleep overnight and they run around during the day, and that hasn't been an issue. And as we have time, the rest of this barn that I'm sitting on the frame for is going to get built, and that's where they'll be, you know, overnight, then sleeping in there through the cold part of the year. So anyway, here's a look at the guys swimming around. They love going off to the creek for the day. They like pecking grass. They're absolutely hilarious when I give them a treat, a bedtime snack of some bugs when they come in, you know, for the night, just like the chickens. And they just like vacuum hose them up out of their little water dish when they come in. They really, really love that. And it's been fun to watch them grow. So that was kind of a sad thing. I know when you have livestock, eventually you are going to end up with some dead stock too. The coon hasn't been back. I've kept, you know, some of those big live traps out around. He's either never been back or never been smart or never been dumb enough to get himself caught in one. But hopefully with the now very secure pen, that will never happen again. So that's a duck update. Hey, Burley. You guys watch in the background, we've got a hawk coming over. Burley is very, very alert to that. Well, they're going to run the other way out of the picture. He is such a good bird protector dog. He just, I mean, the second anything big like that flies over, he is off like a bullet. It does not get to hang out in our airspace over his birds. And as you can see, he lays calmly, and they all walk around him and peck around him and sleep around him, and they get along good. But he is very, the hawk flew off that direction. He is very on top of keeping them away, which has been wonderful. what it looks like when we walk off to the creek in the morning. The ducks waddle their way kind of slowly, talking to each other the whole time. And the chickens make plenty of racket in the background. Ducks are much quieter than chickens, that's for sure. They're also much messier when they're in a pen. They're great when they're in the creek all day. Aren't they pretty though? I love their matured out gray-blue coloring. That second duck in the row you can see is the one with the scar on the back of her head. It actually is looking much better than I thought it was ever going to, and doesn't seem to bother her. From the back they all look very similar. They all have slightly different amounts of white and patterns of white on their throats from the front. And the ducks mostly ignore the chickens, and vice versa. The ducks just don't like it when the chickens run right through the middle of their little group. They all like to stick together. No chickens involved. Over here at Nyth. Thank you so much for watching these videos and spending some of your very valuable time choosing to do that. We hope you found something that was useful, educational, helpful, maybe save someone else some time and trouble, or just something just plain beautiful. If you don't want to miss any videos, subscribe and hit the bell. And thanks for coming along on our journey as we build a new little homestead with our tiny house and everything to come.